Hello friends, I am Vidya Patil, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering in Sharad Institute of Technology, Polytechnic, Yadra. Today we are going to continue our first unit of internal combustion engine for the subject Power Engineering and Refrigeration. Today in this session we are going to cover the common rail direct injection diesel engines, that is CRDI engines. And for that CRDI engine we first see the working principle of CRDI engine and also the various components which are used in that engine, that is injector, sensor, electronic control unit, that is ECU, and microcomputer. Also we see the advantages of CRDI engine. First we start from the working principle of common rail direct injection diesel engine. Okay, as we know, in conventional SI and CI engines use the gasoline and diesel engines as a fuel. Okay, and the problem with the diesel fuel is that diesel particles are larger and heavier than the gasoline. Therefore, it is comparatively more difficult to atomize. That's why imperfect atomization leads to more unburned particles, causing more pollution and lower fuel efficiency and less power. To overcome this problem, high pressure fuel injection systems for both gasoline and diesel engines have to be developed, and that's why that engines are uses the technology that engines are called CRDI engines. Okay, these CRDI engines are more suitable for the diesel engine because common rail technology is intended to improve the atomization process by means of very high pressure at up to 1800 bar, that is injection pressure, and the conventional diesel engines generate fuel pressure around 300 bar for the each injection repeatedly. But in CRDI engines, the pressure is built up independently of the injection sequence and is available constantly in the fuel line. This CRDI system uses appropriate sensors to provide the real-time combustion data for the each cylinder. Here in this figure we see there is a typical diagram for the CRDI engine. Here in this diagram we can see here there is a fuel tank and fuel comes from this fuel tank, and there is a fuel filter where fuel is filtered. Next component, that is fuel, goes to the fuel pump, and again where there is a fuel temperature sensor is placed there, where that sensor senses the inlet fuel temperature, and again there is a pressure regulating valve, and here there is a high pressure piston pump. Also the fuel goes through this high pressure piston pumps to the accumulator common rail which is situated here. Okay, and then high pressure fuel goes to the injectors, and these all controlled by the ECU controller. Okay, which sensors gives the information to the ECU controller. First what happened we already know that is CRDI engine means of direct injection of the fuel into the cylinders of the diesel engine via single or common line. That common line is called common rail. Okay, and which is connected to the all fuel injectors. In this figure we can see here there is a accumulator, that is common rail, and that is connected to the 4 injectors here, that in that figure. And here we can see the fuel from the fuel tank passes through the fuel filter, okay, at a low pressure pump where the pressure is raised to a reasonably high value, where at a fuel pump, low pressure fuel pump, and this fuel temperature is monitored by the temperature sensor. Then the fuel goes to the high pressure pump, where at high pressure regulator valve that is situated here, where controls the pressure. And in modern CRDI systems the outlet pressure can be high as 1800 bar. This high pressurized fuel goes into the accumulator, as that is also called common rail, and which is and this pressure in the common rail is monitored by the rail pressure sensor, okay, which is situated there, rail pressure sensor. In this common rail system, the high pressure pump stores the reservoir of the fuel at very high pressure and supplies this high pressure fuel to the multiple injectors. Also here we can see the fuel injectors are typically ECU controlled. When the fuel injectors are electrically activated, there is a hydraulic valve, and that hydraulic valve is mechanically or hydraulically opened, and fuel is sprayed into the cylinders at a desired pressure. That is the working principle of the CRDI engine. Next we see one by one part. First is the injector. Here the injector diagram is shown here in figure number 2. Here we can see there is a high pressure fuel comes here from the fuel tank. Then there is a electromagnets, there is a plunger, spring, nozzle, and fine mist spray is there also, as shown in the figure. First we see from the working of this injector. This injector is nothing but the electronically controlled valve, and it supplies the high pressurized fuel by the fuel pump, and is capable of the opening and closing many times per second. When the injector is energized, and that time the electromagnets which is placed here that moves the plunger. These electromagnets are connected with the plunger. When injector energized, that time the electromagnet moves the plunger, that time the valve is open, and that time valve allows the pressurized fuel to the squirt out through a tiny nozzle. Okay, each injector is a complete and self-contained with nozzle and hydraulic intensifier and electronic digital valve. At the end of each injector, the rapid acting solenoid valve adjusts both the injection timing and the amount of fuel injected. There is a microcomputer also. That microcomputer controls each valve's opening and closing sequence. There is a nozzle, and this nozzle is designed to atomize the fuel to make a fine mist possible so that it can evaporate very fast and burn easily. This amount of fuel is supplied to the engine is determined by the amount of time the fuel injector stay open. This is called pulse width, and that pulse width is controlled by ECU, that is electronically controlled unit. Okay. Now this pressure energy of the fuel is stored remotely, and the injectors are electrically actuated. The injection pressure at the start and the end of this injection is very close to the pressure in the accumulator, and thus the producing the square injection rate. Okay, if this accumulator, pump and plumbing are sized properly, the injection pressure and rate will be same for each of the multiple injection events. Here the high pressure injectors are also available at a different nozzles. Here in this figure we see here there is a spray pattern as shown here. There is a fan shaped, and second is the cone shaped. In split nozzle there is a fan shaped spray pattern, and in swirler nozzle there is a cone shaped. That means there is a depending upon the nozzle which type of spray pattern is required, that nozzle we have to be used there. Next is the sensors. We know that there is a temperature and pressure sensors also, and apart from this temperature and pressure sensors, the other sensors are also used there. That is throttle position sensor, crank position sensor, pressure sensor, and lambda sensor. Okay, and these the use of these sensors and microprocessor is to control the engine, makes most efficient use of the fuel, and because of that sensors we can improve the power and fuel economy, because the senses and gives the information to the ECU, and then ECU controls the injectors to supply the fuel. Next is the electronic control unit, that is ECU. We know that ECU is used here, and in order to lower the engine noise, and the engine's electronic control unit can inject a small amount of diesel just before the main injection event, that is also called pilot injection. Okay, and this will reduce the explosiveness and vibration. This ECU can optimize the injection timing and quantity considering the variations in the fuel quality, cold starting, and so on. And because of this, the precise timing controlled by this ECU, common rail injection system can introduce a post combustion process. And during this process, what happen in post combustion process, a small amount of fuel is injected during the expansion stroke, and thus creating small scale combustion after the normal combustion ends, and this eliminates the unburned particles and increase the exhaust gas temperature, and because of that reduces the preheat time of the catalytic converter. That means, in short, post combustion can reduce the emissions. Okay, to drive the torque and pulsation inside the high pressure lines are minimal, and since the pump supplies only as much as fuel as the engine actually requires, but some advanced common rail fuel systems perform as many of 5 injections per stroke, and which controlled by the ECU in CRDI engine. Okay, that is, CRDI is an intelligent way of controlling a diesel engine employing modern electronics. Okay, but in conventional non CRDI systems there is a interval between injections and the fuel quantity, and that is determined by the mechanical components. But in CRDI systems, this time is a interval and timing, and all controlled by the central controller or the microprocessor, that is also based on the electronic control unit. Okay, next is the microcomputer. In microcomputer, there is in CRDI system, that is direct injection motors are regulated by a powerful microcomputer that is linked by via CAN, that is controller area network data bus, to other control devices on board, and these devices are programmed to exchange the data, and the engine electrical controls are the central element of the common rail system, and it regulates the injection pressure and controls the solenoid valves which are fitted in each cylinder. This microcomputer regulates the amount of time that the valves stay open, and thus the amount of fuel injected, and that are the depending on the operating conditions and how much the output is needed. When it shuts the solenoid valve, then fuel injection stops immediately. Okay, next, now we see the advantages of the CRDI engine. CRDI engine improves the power, increase the fuel efficiency, and reduce the noise, and also less emission and reduce the particles in exhaust. Next is the precise injection and timing, and very high injection pressure and better stability. There is a better pulverization of fuel. Pulverization means crush the fuel particles into fine powder, that is better pulverization of the fuel, and increase the combustion quality due to the pilot and post injection, and doubling the torque at lower speed. The main disadvantage is of this technology is that this increases the initial cost, and because of this all components and the maintenance of the engine. Okay, in this session we cover the CRDI engine, their working principles, their main components, and all of this. Okay, thank you.